Hi everyone, so today I'm putting away this statue. I've had it out since Christmas. It's the Holy Family, but I wanted to make space on my altar, my prayer altar where I keep my things, and I guess I could keep it here. I could keep it in the middle here. Yeah, there's space. I like to keep the Holy Family statues because we believe that praying with them, reflecting on them, it does carry blessings for us. So today I didn't spend a lot of time on my reflections, but the calendar passage for today that I had, it's basically Psalm 128 verses 1 to 2, and it says, "Blessed are all who fear the Lord, who walk in obedience to him. You will eat the fruit of your labor. Blessings and prosperity will be yours." So I'm relying on that promise that blessings and prosperity will be mine, because things are very, very hard for me. I thought that by now I'd get an opportunity, I'd have even a contract coming in, but nothing has come up at all. So I'm praying for that, and I'm praying for my friends, those who are looking for work, those who would like to be working like me, and my colleagues. Many of us got let go, not just me. So it's very, very hard, especially in the summer. There's lots of opportunities that come up. There's opportunities on summer camps. There's people looking for temporary workers to come in for administration. There's a lot of opportunities that come up short term in the summer. So I'm hoping something like that comes up for me. Reception work, admin work, different opportunities, project coordination. And that's my hope and that's my prayer, because no one wants to be sitting at home isolated with nothing at all. And that's where I am. I don't even have EI. I don't have an employment insurance. I check the government websites as well for work. I check to see, because sometimes they have bids that you can put your company forward for the government to work on a project or to work on something. So I'm keeping an eye out on those as well, because I do have my John Maxwell, so I can do speaking, leadership development. I can do anything like that, and I'm applying in America and globally. I watched a documentary yesterday where they're saying all the wealthy are fleeing London, which is not a good sign for England. They're going to Dubai and they're going to other places. So I don't think that's a good thing, because London has always been the hub. It's been the financial hub. It's been the place for arts and culture. It's been the place everybody's wanted to be and to work, including me. I've always had that passion to go back to London, England, because it's such a beautiful and exciting place to be. But anyway, let's see what happens. Let's see if everything's in flux. I'm praying for peace. And today I listened to Pope Leo. I don't say his full title, but Pope Leo, our new Pope. I listened to his message that he had for the Angelus, and I'm also slowly moving forward and still listening to Pope Francis and some of his talks and meditations, but I'm also listening to our new Pope, and he ended his Angelus with an honor to Our Lady, Queen of Peace. So I read up on her, I read up on the title, where it came from. I found some images of her. And for me, I like Our Lady of Knock, Our Lady of Knock, Queen of Peace, because just like then, the world is the same today. There's an abundance of food available. There's an abundance of material available. Food gets thrown out from the restaurants and from the bakeries. Even when I worked at the bakery in England, they used to tell me, you take what you want. I used to just take a loaf of bread and a pastry, and the rest had to be thrown out, because the Sunday the bakery was closed and then the food would go off. So I know in some places in California and places like that, what they're doing is they are collecting that food and they're taking it to the food banks and they're distributing it so that people can eat it and it doesn't go off. In other places in England, they're having people actually deliver the foods to families that are in need. They can sign up and then they'll come and deliver the food to the door so that they're not embarrassed. They don't have to go out and line up at the food banks and people look down on them. I'm very blessed because my sister sent me food. In previous months, my mother sent me food, meat that I can freeze and take out and use when I need it. Because for me, I'm quite happy to eat pasta and, all these things, but they are stodgy foods and they make you put on weight and your body does need protein. So the same way I help them, they're helping me. But my situation is not the same as theirs. My situation is very, very bad because from the time I came to Canada, I didn't have stable employment. I had 4 years at TD, and then after they let me go, I just had contract work. I took on big responsibilities with little pay. So I want that to change for me because I also want to be able to get in a car and drive. I want to own my own property. I want to be able, like the Pope does, say, oh, I'm going to Castle so-and-so for my summer. I did whatever the Pope did, I also did. When we had Pope Francis, when we had Pope John Paul II, I went out, I visited people in hospitals, I volunteered, I've been into the prisons, I've fed the hungry, I've clothed the naked, I've been a welcoming voice and face for immigrants to Canada. I've helped them to integrate. I've connected them to employment agencies like Altus HR, Kelly Services. I can't remember the others, but I've connected them. I've helped them. I've been a reference for people in the church for their children. So I haven't just sat back and done nothing with my life. But the financial piece is what I want to fall into place for me now, because I shouldn't be going through what my dad went through when we were growing up. I shouldn't be, and I'm going through the same things. I had a lovely private doctor when I worked at TD. Yes, he was also on the Canadian government platform, but he was private. His clinic was private. I got a new doctor and I go to the clinic. There's 4 or 5 doctors working there. But to get that, it took me at least 3 to 4 months. And I mean, it's a dismal state when you can't even afford your medication. While I was on my EI, Teleperformance helped to cover my medication. But this last round of medication that I got to replenish, they didn't cover. So I'm also looking to work for a company where I will be getting health coverage, where I'll be able to save for a pension, where I'll be able to buy my own property. That's what I want, because I never gave up on that, even when TD let me go. But I always took whatever work was available, thinking, okay, you know what, the company will call me back when they have an opportunity or when something comes up. But I was always disappointed, always, because they always said, yeah, we've got a 2-year contract, and then I'd get home and then they'd tell me, no, there's nothing, we changed our minds. There's a change in the business needs. So I also have management skills to offer. I've been on boards, I've coordinated board meetings, I've taken down minutes at board meetings, I've traveled to different places to go to events in England, here in Canada. I've been part of AGM meetings for the HRPA. So I also want those opportunities now to have speaking engagements that are paid, to earn a good salary, and those things come when we have peace. And I like that our Pope Leo prayed to Our Lady Queen of Peace. Because just like in Ireland had a lot of food available. They talk about the potato famine. But there was a lot of food available, but it wasn't going to the people that needed it. And the same thing is happening in our world today. The same thing is happening, and the disasters are getting worse, the floods are getting worse, the earth is shifting, the poles are shifting, planes are disappearing into black holes. So things we didn't know about then, we know now. And I'm not stuck in the past, I'm moving forward. I carry with me everything that all the previous popes gave me, and I'm moving forward. And that's what I want for my life. And if it means leaving this country, I'm prepared to do it. Because if I'm not appreciated here, I'm not valued here, I'm not paid the salary and the wages I should be paid, then I want to leave, and I want to go somewhere where I can have that financial stability and where I can have a good income coming in. That's what everybody in my family is praying for, including my godmother. And that's what she wants for me, because she knows I've been there for everybody else, and I've been a blessing to the people in my family, in my friendships. I have been a blessing. So I want God to bless the work that I'm doing, so that I can also have that financial success, not be a slave.